Hey guys, this is Balu from Balu Prime and once again welcome you all back for an exciting tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how I created this scene in Adobe After Effects using Element 3D plugin. This is basic and beginners level tutorial, so hope it will be useful. So further without any ado, let's begin today's video. So here we are in After Effects. Now let's start this by creating a new composition. So for that, click on this new composition. Come to this preset options. Here I will be selecting this HD1080, which is a full HD resolution with a frame rate of 30 and duration of 10 seconds. Hit OK. So now let's import our PNG file onto this project panel. So right click on this project panel, import select your file, or else you can directly drag and drop your file onto this project panel. So let me drop this again onto the timeline here. So this PNG file I have downloaded from Google. So this is a PNG file which is transparent background, so make sure the file which you are using is a transparent file. So now select the layer here from timeline, go to this layer options and auto trace. So make sure to apply it for new layer, so make sure this is enabled and hit OK. So we got a new layer created in this timeline with the name auto trace. So we can hide out this both layers for now. Now let's create a new solid layer for Element 3D. So go to this layer options, new, create a solid. Let me rename this to element. So this is a third-party plugin, we need to download and install it separately. So now come to this effects and presets. If you are not finding this panel here, go to this window and enable effects and presets and look for element. So select this element and drop it onto this element layer. So now come to this custom layer options, expand it, custom text and mask, expand it. So in path layer 1, select the auto traced layer. Make sure the auto traced layer is selected and now click on the scene setup. So here we got a new window to work in Element 3D. So now click on this extrude button. So you can see we got our PNG file in 3D format. So from here come to this presets, bevel, physical. So here I will be using this readily available preset here. So you can use whichever you want from this. So now let me move on to this front view and let me place the text just above to this grid here like this. Okay. So now let me import some 3D objects here. So Element 3D supports only .obj files. So make sure you use those formats only. So in order to import them, go to this import, click on that import button and select your file, open. So let me make it the alignment from the bottom and OK. So here you can see we got the model, but it is way small here. So now click on this normalize size. So now you can see we got our model here. Let me place this here and let me rotate this here. So if you want to rotate, press E on the keyboard. So this is shortcut, we can rotate here like this. So if you want to move, press W and we can move the objects here like this. So now let me move on to this front viewport and let me place this helmet here and let me bring it here. So I think I need to reduce the scaling, so we can reduce the scaling from here also. Okay, nice. So and I will place this here. Fine. So now let me add some more elements here. Before that I will create a ground plane. So go to this create button and select this plane. So let me increase the size X to 25 and Y to 25. Okay. So now let me add some material onto this plane. So now come to this material. So here I will be using this Pro Shaders 2 and metal. Now let me select this metal and drop it here. Now come to this UV, change the UV repeat to 10. Okay, nice. So now let me add some other 3D objects here. So here I got this weapon pack, so I will add these elements from here. So now let me select this gun, let me place this here. So I will speed up this process. So here you can see I have added these elements here. So now select this plane model, which is our ground plane. Come to this reflect mode and mode change this to mirror surface so that we will get these reflections here. Okay, now hit OK. So we got our elements visible here. So in order to view this in 3D space, we need to create a camera layer. So go to this layer options, new, create a camera and hit OK. So now select this track XY camera tool and let me bring it down here like this. Okay. So now select this element layer, scroll down to this render settings, expand this ambient occlusion, enable ambient occlusion, and intensity I will change this to 10. Okay, and samples 32 will be fine. Nice. So now let me show you one thing. So let me move on to this scene setup once again. So if you want to change the look of the scene, we need to change the environment. So click on this environment, and if I select any other environment here, you can see the look of the scene will be changing. So you can download environment maps from Google, use whichever you like. So here I will be using, I think this is fine. Okay, so now this is looking good to me. Nice. Okay, fine. So now let me select this track Z camera tool. Let me bring it here. Zoom it out here a bit. Place this here. Okay. So now let's rotate or animate our camera. So be on the first frame, select camera tool, expand it, transform, and enable keyframe of this point of interest and position. And now let me rotate this here a bit side like this. Okay, I think this is fine. And now move to the last frame and let me rotate this here a bit like this. Okay, nice. So now finally let me add a light in the scene. So go to this layer, new, select light. So I will change this to ambient, and color I will change to white, and intensity I will use 50 and hit OK. So now you can see we got some light in the scene. So if you want to increase the intensity, you can do that. So let me change this to 200 and see. Okay, so now it is looking bit bright. The scene is looking bit bright here. Nice. So in this way we can create this kind of intro kind videos in Adobe After Effects using Element 3D plugin. So hope you guys have learned something new from this tutorial. If you have learned anything new, please like, share and subscribe my channel to support me. So we'll meet in the next video. Until then, signing off. Take care. Bye.